हरे जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ यशोदनन्दन ब्रजनन्दन विमुखतिरवन यशोदनन्दन ब्रजनन्दन विमुखतिरवन जय राधा गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा कुंज गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन भजनन्दन यशोदानन्दन भजनन्दन रावण हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे नम ओं विष्णुपद कृष्ण कृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषां शून्यवादे पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवास और भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे हरिहराय नमः कृष्णाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय गोपाल गोविंद मधुसूदन गिरि हरि गोपीनाथ नम नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत सीता हरि गुरु वैष्णव भगवान रूप सनातन विट्ठल रघुनाथ, जीव गोपाल दास रघुनाथ। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ। जय बलदेव जय बलदेव स्वामी जय बलदेव। जय सुभद्रा जय सुभद्रा जय सुभद्रा स्वामी जय सुभद्रा। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भाव तुम्हें। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भाव तुम्हें। निताय गौरांगो निताय गौरांगो, जय गौरांग मुरारी। जय सचिनंदन जय सचिनंदन, जय सचिनंदन मुरारी। पतित पावन पतित पावन पतित पावन। जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव गुरुदेव, जय जय गुरुदेव। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि बोल। Continue to yes, Prabhu.
Prasad Prabhuji, yes.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदनाकितं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता महाकान्ता स्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी, वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। ओम भगवते वासुदेवा, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयतीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदाय कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गुरुतिषे नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रिये। नमो ब्राह्मण्यदेवाय गोब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणि। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे। Hare Krishna Prabhuji Mataji Dhanvat Pranam. Hare Krishna Shirovar Prabhu Dhanvat Pranam. Hare Krishna Pravin Prabhu Puja Mataji Dhanvat Pranam. Hare Krishna Saraswati Mataji Dhanvat Pranam. Hare Krishna Satya Prabhu Dhanvat Pranam.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Giriraj Prabhu Dhanvat Pranam. Hare Krishna Subbar Dhanvat Pranam. Okay, thank you all for joining for today Bhagavatam. Prabhuji's Mataji's. Just to let you all know, like I have no qualification. Forget about studying Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. I don't even any qualification to touch even Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. It is just the mercy of Lilananda Prabhu, His Grace, Lilananda Prabhu, His Grace, Balgam Prabhu. Just I could touch them and try to read. Okay, I would not even use a big words like study. Okay, I'm not even there. I'm just trying to read it. Okay, the mercy of the Gurus and Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, just like all of you. Hopefully, I'm sharing my screen. You're able to see it. Just read my headset. Just have a headset. Just give me a sec. Hare Krishna. Is this good? Hare Krishna. His audio is good, Prabhuji. Satya Prabhu, Sri Gopal Prabhu, any one of you can confirm.
Yes, Prabhuji.
The audio is breaking a
Okay.
little.
Okay, I just put the headset, Prabhu. Okay, is this better?
Now this is better. This is better.
This is better. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. So I'm sharing my screen, Prabhu. Hope you are able to see it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. So we are at the chapter of 5th Canto, 18th chapter. Okay, that is the offers. Okay, the prayers offered to the Lord by the residents of Jambu Dvipa. So yesterday, Sakya Prem Prabhuji has explained till the 17th slokas, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I think he has explained till 17th slokas. So we'll be starting that from 18th sloka. Okay, today. And then we will be going through. Yeah. So just to give a brief overview and what is there in the overall chapter, I'll just put it in a slide mode, Prabhuji's, Mataji's. So this particular section, this entire chapter contains of total 6 sections. So it is being divided something like this. So the first section 1 to 5, okay, that is prayers to higher Srisha, okay, by Bhadra Sreva, okay. So that is what is the first five slokas, and then the prayers to the Lord Narsimha. Yesterday we have seen that by Sakya Prema Prabhuji, okay, by Prahlada, okay, Maharaj. Then 15 to 23, the prayers to Kamadeva by Lakshmi Devi, okay. That is what we are understanding now. Okay, we are at the sloka of 18th sloka. It was halfway through. So these 3 prayers yesterday we have seen. And halfway through of the prayers of Kamadeva. Some of the prayers we'll see today. And then the next one is 24 to 28, the prayers to Matsya okay, by Vaivaswata Manu. Okay, that is what we are going to see today in the section 4. And then the section 5 is 29 to 33 sloka. That is the prayers to Kurma Utar by Aryama. And then the next one is 34 to 39, the prayers to Varahadev by Bhumima. So that is what we are going to see, these 3 sections plus part of this particular section, third section we will be seeing. Okay. So this is a broad view of this particular section. So now let us dwell into the section 3, where yesterday it has been left. At any time the voice is not clear or it is breaking, please let me know. I'll try to adjust. Okay. Hare Krishna. So I'm directly going into the translation.
The translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, Lord Rishikesha, the controller of all senses, and there and the origin of everything. As the Supreme Master of all bodily, mental, and intellectual activities, he is the only enjoyer of the results. The five sense objects and the 11 senses, including the mind, and his partial manifestation. He supplies all the necessities of life, which are his energy, and thus non different from him. And he is the cause of everyone's bodily and mental powers, which is non different from him. Indeed, he is a husband and provider of necessities of all living entities. The purpose of that is the purpose of all Vedas. The purpose of all Vedas is to worship him. Therefore, let us all offer him our respectful obeisances. May he always be favorable towards us in the life, in this life, and also in the next life. That is the translation, to the true translation. Translation as it is. See here what Prabhupada is translating, or the Vyasadeva is telling to all of us. The five senses, including the mind, okay, are his partial manifestations. He supplies all necessity of life. He is the one who is supplying everything. He is the one's giving energy. Okay. And everything, whatever we have, is non-different from him. Everything is his energy. That is what he is telling. So whatever I am talking, whatever you are listening, whatever the Zoom call is there right now, it's all because of the mercy of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. That is what is summary Lakshmi Devi is telling to all of us. So where is the point of ego is coming if you understand this particular sloka and translation of the Vyasadeva? Because everything belongs to him. Okay, without his grant, without his permission, without his energy, we could do nothing. That is what Lakshmi Devi is telling. So let's understand, okay, from the purport what Prabhupada is explaining. In fact, this is a self-explanatory. All the translations, all the purports which we are going to now is a very self-explanatory. So Prabhupada is explained to the detail, even a very layman who doesn't know anything can understand very easily. But only the intention is to read and understand. That is the only thing intention is required for a person who is reading. That's all. That is the only desire needs to have. Reading. So in this verse, the word, okay, the Maya is further explained in regard to how the Lord expands his mercy in different ways. See, the Lord is expanding his mercy in multiple ways. What is that? The energies of Supreme Lord are understood in different ways. In this verse, he is described as the original source of everything. The Krishna is the original source of everything. Even our body, our senses, see, our body, Krishna has given. Our senses, Krishna has given. Mind, Krishna has given. Activities, okay, okay, prowess, bodily strength, mental strength. See, body strength and mental strength also. Okay, and determination of securing the necessities of life. So it's like to go office, to do something, to go out, we need some determination, right? All these things being given by Krishna. That is what he's saying here. Prabhupada is saying, indeed, the Lord energies can be perceived in everything, as stated in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so rasoha mapsu kaunteya. The taste of water is also Krishna. See, when we are drinking water, we should remember that the taste is given by Krishna. We read, understand in the science in till 10th class, people say water doesn't have taste. I used to surprise why people say that water do not have taste. Water has some taste. Maybe we don't know how to explain. It is not as sweet. It is not as salty. It is a bit difficult to explain the taste of water. Yeah, but it has a taste. I used to wonder. So now here Bhagavad Gita is saying the taste of water is also Krishna. That's a wonder. Krishna is an active principle of everything we need in our for our maintenance. This verse offering respectful obeisances unto the Lord was composed by Rama. Okay, that is Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, and is full of spiritual power under the guidance of a spiritual master. Okay, let us understand this. Under the guidance of a spiritual master, everyone should chant this mantra, this sloka or translation, and thus become a complete and perfect devotee of the Lord. Just by understanding this translation, just by understanding this purport, okay, what Prabhupada is telling is, okay, we can become a perfect devotee of the Lord. We can become perfect devotee of Lord. One may chant this mantra for a complete liberation from material bondage. And after liberation, one may continue to chant it while worshipping the Supreme Lord in Vaikuntha Loka. All mantras of this course are meant for this life and also for the next life. And Krishna himself confirms this in Bhagavad Gita 9.14. What is that is being told in 9.14? Satatam kirtayanto mam yatatam sya dhrudhavrata. Okay. Namasyam tasya mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with a great determination, bowing down before me, the great soul's personality. The great souls perpetually worship me with a devotion. A devotee who, both in this life and the next, chants this Maha Mantra or any mantra is called, okay, Nitya, okay, Yuktopasaka, Nitya Yuktopasaka, being with eternal. That's what we understand. Every purport of Prabhupada is complete, Purnam. Every translation, every purport of Prabhupada is complete. You take any sloka in Bhagavatam, 18,000 slokas we have. Any sloka, you read a translation purport, you feel that this is complete, there is nothing else to read. But when you go to the next sloka, you get a same feeling. Saying, oh, this is again another complete sloka, and there is nothing beyond to this. What else Prabhupada is going to explain beyond explaining this much? That is a feeling we get. So what it is here, what is the summary of this particular sloka is telling here, the translation of purport. You don't have anything, Prabhuji's, Mataji's. Everything belongs to Krishna. So there is nothing, okay, it belongs to you. So there is nothing for us to get a ego saying that this belongs to me. Hare Krishna. So if you accept that, move forward, we are done. Agree, disagree. Yeah. But almost every sloka indirectly, directly are telling, teaching this. But why we are reading it again and again, understanding these things, this sloka is basically, this is conditioned mind. So once you go out again, that ego comes. That is the reason. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. We have to read Bhagavatam every day. Understand, listen, hear. That is what is required. Hare Krishna. Let's move on to the next sloka. So Prabhuji, Mataji's, if I am saying anything wrong, please stop me immediately. Okay. So I have like mountains of ego. Like I can't even compare my ego with anybody, anything. Like maybe 100 Himalayan parvatas or billion Himalayan parvatas. Like how much the size of those parvatas. Like I have that much ego. So I'm just looking like so humble, but here, but actually I have so much ego. So moving to the next sloka. My dear Lord, you are certainly the fully independent master of all senses. See, what is Lakshmi Devi is telling? You are certainly fully independent master of all the senses. Therefore, this is very interesting point is coming now in this sloka. So we all have to focus on this. Prabhuji's, Mataji's, everybody has to focus. Therefore, all women, okay, here Matajis are there, right? Prabhuji is also there here. All women who worship you, okay? So all women worshipping Krishna, Vishnu, by strictly observing vows because they wish to acquire a husband, okay? So before marriage, so Matajis, okay, worship Krishna, okay, Vishnu to acquire a husband, to task to satisfy their senses are surely under illusion. Okay. So what is that is continuation is going on. They do not know that such a husband cannot actually give protection to them or their children. So what is the illusion? Okay. We think that husband is the one who is giving protection to wife and children. But they do not know. Means the false, completely fallen souls like me. But Lakshmi Devi is telling that, okay, the husband cannot actually give protection to them or their children, nor he can protect their wealth. Okay. Or he can protect any anything in duration of the life. For he himself, he is depend on, like a person like me. I think I am giving protection to this family, to these children, to my wife. But actually, that fellow, so-called me, is dependent on time and fruitive results and the mode of nature, which are all subordinate to you. This fellow, so-called Prasad, is dependent upon fruitive results, the modes of nature. Again, those are dependent on, they are again subordinate to you, Prabhu. Is Lakshmi Devi is telling to Vishnu, Krishna. See here how interesting this is. So women think that everything is protected by husband. If that is the case, they are under illusion. The next husband thinks that they are giving protection to the wife and children. They are in illusion. So the entire protection is given by Krishna. But how? Okay, actually that depends on time. Again, fruitive results. Again, these fruitive results, all these things depend on mode of nature. Okay, and again, all these things depend upon, they all subordinate to you, Krishna or Vishnu. That is what this is translation is telling. How wonderful this is translation. This is again complete. Every translation is Purnam. Every puppet is Purnam. Complete. Now let's understand the puppet. Purport. In this verse, Lakshmi Devi, Rama, so say compassion towards a woman. See, she is showing a compassion towards women who worship the Lord for the benediction of possessing a good husband. See, all Matajis do prayers for the benediction of to get a good husband, right? Okay, so Lakshmi Devi, Rama is showing compassion towards them. Although such women desire to be happy with children, wealth, a long duration of life, and everything dear to them, they cannot possibly do so. In material world, so-called husband like Prasad, okay, is dependent on the control of Supreme Person of the Godhead. But that person will never think that he is the control of the Supreme Person of the Godhead. There are many examples of women whose husband, being dependent on the result of his own fruitive actions, cannot maintain his wife, her children, her wealth, or her duration of life. Therefore, factually, the real husband for all women in Krishna is Krishna. This I have put it in a red line with bold. What is Prabhupada is telling here? According to the translation, therefore, factually, the only, every word is very important, Prabhuji Matajis. The only, the real husband for all women, for all Matajis, is, who is that? Krishna. That is supreme husband. Now, there could be a question, what about Prabhujis? So, it's going to come soon. Because the gopis were liberated souls, they understand this fact very well. Therefore, they rejected their material husbands and accepted Krishna as their real husband. We have seen that, right? In many sessions. Yeah. Krishna is the real husband, not only for gopis, but every living entity. That is what is Prabhupada is telling. So who is a living entity? I am a living entity. Animal, living entity. Okay. Woman, Mataji is living entities. For all living entities, who is the real husband? Krishna. That is what is Prabhupada is declaring here. Vasudev is declaring that. Everyone should perfectly understand that the Krishna is the real husband of all living entities who are described in Bhagavad Gita. We were not telling just like that. Baba, just listen. Whatever I'm saying is correct. No, there is a supporting verse from Bhagavad Gita. What is that sloka? 10.12. Only Krishna is addressed as Purusha. What is that Krishna is telling here? Let us see that. Param Brahmam, Param Dhamam, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Saswatam, Divya, Madi Deva, Majam Vibhum. Okay. What is Arjuna telling here? You are the supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the supreme abode and purifier, the absolute truth, and the eternal divine person. You are the primal God, transcendental and original, and you are the unborn and all pervading beauty. Okay. Let's move on. What else Prabhupada is telling? Krishna is the original Purusha and the living entities are Prakriti. So there is no difference between Prabhuji's Mataji's. So Krishna is the only Purusha. All living entities are part of Prakriti. The Krishna is the enjoyer. All the living entities are meant to be enjoyed by him. It's very simple, right? Okay, we are supposed to give enjoyment to Krishna. That is what is Prabhupada is telling. But what is that we are doing in really? Okay, we are getting enjoyed. We want to enjoy in this nature. That is what is ultimately happening. But actually, we should give enjoyment to Krishna. Therefore, any woman, we all women, all Prabhuji is also women, Mataji is also women. So therefore, any woman who seeks a material husband, okay. So again, he's going into that biological condition. Therefore, any woman who seeks a material husband for his protection, or any man who desires to become a husband of a woman, is under illusion. To become a husband means to maintain a wife and children nicely by supplying wealth and security. However, a material husband cannot possibly to do this. For this, he depends on his karma. Karma, daivena, netrena. His circumstances are determined his productive activities. Therefore, if one proudly thinks that he can protect his wife, he is under illusion. Again, this is the very important point. If one thinks he is the one who is giving protection to his wife, he is under illusion. What is protection we are giving to anybody in this planet? You can't protect ourselves. Can you protect yourself for not getting cold? For you getting like protect yourself not getting any leg pains, hand pains, fever or anything like that? Not possible. Okay, not possible. You control yourself not getting cough? Not possible. Nothing we can do. Nothing is in our control. Krishna is the only husband, and therefore the relationship between the husband and wife is in the material world cannot be absolute. So this is not absolute. This is very, 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 very temporary. What we are calling as so and husband, so wife, because we have the desire to marry. See here, then why we married? See here, Prabhupada is explaining here. Because we have desire to marry. I want to marry. I want to enjoy. A husband has and a wife also has. Krishna mercifully allowing so-called husband, okay, to possess a wife. I have a desire to get married and have a wife. So because so that he mercifully allowed to have, okay, possess a wife. And a wife to possess so-called husband. See here, Prabhupada is saying so-called husband. So we are not husband, we are so-called husbands. Okay, so we should use this word, so-called husband. For a mutual satisfaction, just some for satisfaction. That's all. For my wife, there is a husband, so-called husband. For me, I have a wife. In the Ishopanishad, it is said that Tena Tektena Bhunjata. The Lord provides everyone with his quota. I have a quota to have a wife. My wife has a quota to have a husband. So it is fulfilled. Actually, however, every living entity is Prakriti. That is what Vyasadeva is telling. No, exactly similar. However, every living entity is Prakriti or female. Here, very direct Prabhupada is saying. So we are not male, we are female. So I am Prasad is a female actually. And Krishna is the only husband. Hare Krishna. So anybody will not agree that this sloka translation and puppet is not a Purnam complete. Even I don't think anybody will agree. Everybody will say that this is a complete. Agree, disagree, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Anybody wants to comment? Yeah. This is complete, right? This is complete translation, complete. Like entire knowledge is here. That is what I mean, Purnam. Huh? Yes or no? Anybody wants to say agree, disagree? This is Purnam, right?
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, but in another place also, Prabhupada same also explains that as per Shastras,
Yeah.
women should be protected by
Yes,
father
yes,
when they
yes,
engage,
yes,
and protected by husband and
yes,
protected by son. So he
yes.
also mentioned the same thing.
Same thing. Correct. We should be protecting. Here, Prabhupada is not saying that don't protect. You protect. But who is the ultimate protector is Krishna. That is what he's saying. Just because Krishna will do everything, we should not stop protecting our wife or children. You continue your protection, but have the feeling in our mind that ultimate protector is Krishna. I hope you got it, Prabhu. Satya Prabhu. Yeah.
Yes.
You should have always the feeling that ultimate protector is Krishna. You are doing like here and there some protection. If your wife, Mataji, Srivali Mataji got fever, you take her to hospital. That is what you are doing. Okay. Ultimately, who is given direction to you? Krishna. That is what you should feel. And we should not get a proud saying that I am protecting. Okay. So we know what will happen once we have that proud. Yeah. Okay, Prabhu. Here, Prabhupada is not saying that give up your duty as a husband or wife. No, he's not
Yes.
telling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Let's move on. Thank you for giving some word, Prabhu. Satya Prabhu. Thank you for asking. Hare Krishna. So we are moving to the next sloka. So again, he's telling Krishna, Lakshmi Devi is telling, he alone who is never afraid, who on a contrary gives a complete shelter to the fearful persons, can actually become a husband and protector. See, Satya Prabhu, whatever we are discussing is continuing here. Therefore, my Lord, you are the only husband, and no one else can claim this position. See what Lakshmi Devi is telling. You are the only husband, not only for Lakshmi Devi, for all entities. You are the only husband, and remaining all are what? So-called husbands. Yeah. And no one else can claim this position. Okay. If you were not only the husband, you would be okay afraid of others. Therefore, person learned in all Vedic literature accepts only your lordship as everyone's master. He is the everyone's master. And they think no one else is better husband and protector than you. And there is no better protector, better husband than Krishna. That is what Lakshmi Devi is telling herself. So let's understand the purport. So is this fine, Prabhu? Is this speed or anything is fine, Prabhu? Is the voice, everything is fine, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
yes,
thank you,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. So here the meaning of husband or guardian is clearly explained. People wants to become husband, a guardian, a governor, or a political leader without knowing the actual meaning of such a superior position. See here. There are many people all over the world, indeed, throughout the universe, who claims for some time that they are husbands, political leaders, or guardians. But in due course of the time, the Supreme Lord decides the removal from their post. Okay, somebody will be removed their post, and their careers are immediately finished. Therefore, those who are actually learned and advanced spiritual life do not accept any leader, husband, or maintainer other than the Supreme Person of the Godhead. Here, what is Prabhupada is telling is always we think that this position is given by Krishna. So let me maintain for some time. If the position is gone, you may feel little bad, but like you will not think that that is the life. Yesterday, Lilananda Prabhu has given a wonderful example from Mahabharata. Yesterday, we had a group preparation from Dasas Prabhu house. So so Prabhuji has given a wonderful session yesterday. He has given a wonderful example he has picked up. That is Panduraja. Panduraja got a curse. Okay. So what happened? He just immediately gave that crown, that seat, the entire thing to his brother Dhritarashtra, and he just left to forest with his two wives. He just like penny has given to somebody. He just gave like that. Means he has not attached to his seat. He has not attached to his kingdom. He has not attached to that his crown. He has not cried while going to the forest, saying that what happened yesterday. Lilananda Prabhu has wonderfully explained this. So it was stuck my mind. And you know what happened to Dhritarashtra and what all he did to maintain his seat. Yeah. That is what is devotee. Devotee does his job perfectly. But when that position moves, he just give that position to someone else and say, thank you, Haribol. How else we can explain? Can understand than this example? What Prabhuji has given, His Grace Lilananda Prabhu has given yesterday. This entire thing. So Lord Krishna personally states in Bhagavad Gita, where 18 or 16, Ahantam sarvapepebhyo mokshayishyami masujaha. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. What is that he is saying? I shall deliver you all sinful reactions. We don't need to worry. Krishna is not afraid of anyone. On the contrary, everyone is afraid of Krishna. Therefore, he can actually give protection to subordinate living entity. Since so-called leaders, we are depending on so-called leaders, right? Or dictators are completely under control of material nature. They are actually control of material nature. They can never give complete protection to others. They can give complete protection to others. Although they claim the ability to false prestige, they say that yes, I am giving the protection. It's all because it is a false prestige. Okay, so people do not know that the real advancement in real life, in the life, consists of accepting Supreme Person of the Godhead as one's master instead of deceiving themselves and others, pretending to be all powerful. If somebody is saying that I am the powerful, I am giving protection to you, okay, it's all pretending. All political leaders, husbands, and guardians should spread what is it we all have to do? We have to spread Krishna conscious movement so that everyone can learn how to surrender to Krishna, the supreme husband. That is what Lakshmi Devi and Prabhupada is telling. Let's move on to the next sloka. Okay. My dear Lord. Again, Lakshmi Devi is telling, Rama is telling, my dear Lord, you automatically fulfill all the desires of women who worship your lotus feet in pure love. Whoever woman is worshipping you, you will fulfill. However, if a woman worships your lotus feet for a particular purpose, see here, if somebody is looking for a purpose, you also will quickly fulfill her desires. If woman is asking some nice children, you will fulfill. A woman is asking, a Mataji is asking, a nice husband, you will fulfill. A woman is asking, nice daughter-in-law, nice son-in-law, you will fulfill. But at end, she becomes broken-hearted and laments. If she is only asking that. Therefore, one need not worship your lotus feet for some material benefit. See, if somebody is asking some material benefit, you will grant it. But, but, but actually speaking, one need not worship your lotus feet just for material benefit. Okay, we should worship your lotus feet so that we reach Krishna. We take the Krishna prema. You worship for that, not to get some material benefit. That is what Lakshmi Devi is telling. So go to Krishna for getting the ultimate benefit, not for, okay, so this money, this position, not that position. These positions, this money, cash, all these things comes and goes. So don't think small, think bigger. Think bigger. So in all corporate worlds, we always say, no, think bigger. That is what is Lakshmi Devi is telling. Think, don't think for these 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 years. Think bigger. Think how do you come out of this life so that you will not take birth. Yesterday, Prabhuji is saying, so Gro Pravesha. Gro Pravesha means take this house as Krishna Prasada, serve Krishna, and again, don't come to this Gruha. Not only to this Gruha, any Gruha. That is what yesterday Lilananda Prabhu is saying. That is what exactly here Lakshmi Devi is also telling. Okay. Sri Rupa Goswami describes pure devotional service as Anyabhilashita Sunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavrutam. Rupa Goswami is telling, okay, on a pure devotional service. One should not worship a supreme person, the supreme person of the Godhead, to fulfill some material desire. See here, one should not worship Supreme Person of the Godhead to fulfill some material desires for success of fruitive actions or material speculations. So Rupa Goswami is completely saying that to serve the lotus feet of Lord means to serve him exactly as he desires. Don't serve as you like, but serve him as he desires, as he likes, as Krishna likes, you serve. That is what Rupa Goswami is telling. Huh? But what happens? The neophyte devotees is therefore ordered to worship the Lord strictly by according to the regulative principles given by the spiritual master and the Shastra, because we don't know how to worship. We don't know what he likes, what he doesn't like. So what is it we have to do? We have to follow our spiritual master. How he instructs, we just need to follow and give offering. See, morning we are doing Mangal Harati. So how we are doing that Mangal Harati? It is been explained in Shastra. It is being explained our spiritual master, Lilananda Prabhu, Balgovind Prabhu, and they have shown how to do that. And we are just following the footsteps of them. Very simple. By executing the devotional service in that way, he gradually becomes attached to Krishna. By doing so that the Mangalarti in that way, we get attraction, attachment to Krishna. And when he's original dormant, okay, when we continue doing that, there is a love towards Krishna, but which is in dormant state. That becomes manifest. Then spontaneously serve the Lord Krishna without any motives. That time we will not have any motive. We spontaneously do that service. He's saying, Prabhupada is telling here. This condition is the perfect stage of one's relationship with Lord. The Lord then looks after the comfort. The Lord then looks after the comfort and security of his devotee without being asked. So what is it Krishna is telling here? Let's understand that. Okay. Ananyas chintayanto mam, okay, ye janam paryupasate tesham ithyabhiyuktanam yogakshemam mamamyapaham. If you do unconditional, like any devotional service, uninterrupted unconditional devotional service, this is what happens. The Supreme Lord personally takes care of anyone who is completely engaged in his devotional service. So here Krishna is promising, if somebody is doing 100% devotional service, I will take care of him or her. Whatever he has, he protects. Whatever I have, he protects. Whatever he needs, somebody needs, the Lord supplies. This is very important. Whatever is needed, he supplies. Therefore, why should one bother the Lord for something material? So what is the need of going and asking? You continue your devotional service, whatever I need, he will give. There is absolutely no doubt according to this sloka. So why do you again ask? That is what is Prabhupada is telling here. So why do you bother asking him? So such prayers are not required. I need something. I need a house. Yeah, you can ask, but actually, if you are doing a devotional service, you don't need to ask. You know what you want because he is sitting here. He will fulfill. If he grants that particular house, he will become close to Krishna. He will fulfill it. He may not fulfill if he thinks that by granting that house, he become far from Krishna. He will not fulfill. That is what a devotee thinks by doing devotional service. Hare Krishna. Okay, so here Vishwanath Chakravarti is saying, explaining that even if, okay, see, Vishwanath Chakravarti is coming down further. He's coming down further. If a devotee wishes a lot to fulfill a particular desire, the devotee should not consider this as a sakama karma. It's okay. A devotee in devotional service, he is still asking a particular desire. Let's not call him sakama bhakta. A devotee with some motive. It's okay. Vishwanath Chakravarti is saying, but at least he's asking, he's coming, he's doing devotional service, he's asking, it's okay. Let's not call him as sakama karma. Maybe after fulfilling, he will not ask anything. Huh? So again, here there is a sloka in Bhagavad Gita 7.16. Krishna says, Chitirvidha bhajante mam janaha sakrutinojana arto jignasur jnani cha bhartarshabha. Oh, best among the Bharatas, Arjuna, 4 kind of pious men render devotional service under me. 4 types of people do the devotional service under me. Who are those? The distressed, the desired wealth, okay, the distressed, the desired of wealth, the inacquisite, and who is searching for knowledge, for absolute. These four people reach me, the Ardha and the Ardhartha, who approach the Supreme Person of the Godhead for relief from misery. Okay, who is this Artha? Who is relief from misery? కష్టాల నుంచి బయటపడేవాడు. Or for some money, Ardha, they need some wealth, money. Are not Sakama Bhakta. Let us not classify. Although they appear to be, they looks like Sakama Bhakta. But if they are doing devotional service, let's not call them as Sakama Bhaktas. Being neophyte devotees, again further Prabhupada is trying. Being a neophyte devotee, they're simply, they don't know that. They should not ask this. Krishna always grants whenever there is a need. They are simply ignorant. Later Bhagavad Gita Lord says that, okay, Udara Sarva Evate. They are all magnanimous. Although in the beginning a devotee may harbor some desire. Initial stage devotee may ask this to that. I want this land, I want that plot, I want this flat, I want that money. My children should get in top 10. My children should get in IIT, triple IT 99.9999. Okay, and get in IIT Mumbai, IIT Chennai, okay, or IIT Kharagpur. Okay, but after a stage, devotee will stop asking. That is what is Prabhupada saying. Although the beginning, the devotee may harbor some desire, but in due course time, these will vanish. Hare Krishna. Another complete Purnam sloka translation and purport. Every sloka, when we understand this sloka and translation, yeah, this is complete. I understand this. Now, what else is left for Prabhupada to explain? But you will find something completely new. We understand something completely new in the next translation. That is the greatness of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, the Prabhupada purport. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Every purport looks complete. Every purport has something for us to learn. That is like a wonder. Like we call seventh wonder. No, this is another wonder actually. How we have so much information and every purport is so complete. Simply not possible. Prabhuji's Mataji's. It's only possible by Prabhupada. That is the reason we say Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So still some more. If this particular chapter is not completing, we don't mind. It's okay. On next Saturday, another devotee will pick it up. But we can't leave these poppers just like that. Every word is nectar. Every word is nectar. I could not drop any single line, Prabhuji Mataji. My mind, it's not allowing. Because this is a nectar. How can you believe nectar? Therefore, Bhagavatam is saying, anybody wants to read this? I'm only reading. Anybody wants to read? Prabhuji's, Mataji's.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Saraswati Mataji, Dandot Pranam. Please read this, Mataji.
Akamaha sarvakamo va mokshakama udharatihi tivrena bhakti yogena yajet purusham param. A person who has border intelligence, whether he is full of all material desire, is free from material desire, or has a desire for preparation, must by all means worship the Supreme Whole, the personality of Godhead. Bhagavatam, second canto, third chapter, 10th shloka. Even if one wants something material, he should pray to no one but the Lord to fulfill his desire. If one approaches a demigod for the fulfillment of his desires, he is to be considered Nashta Buddhi, bereft of all good sense. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, 20th shloka, Kamaistaistai hritagnyanaha prapadyante nyadevataha tam tam niyamamastaya prakritya niyata swaya. Those whose mind are disordered by material desire surrender onto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own natures. Shall I continue, Prabhuji?
Yeah, just complete that last paragraph.
Lakshmi Devi advises all devotees who approach the Lord with material desires that according to her practical experience, The Lord is Kamadeva, and thus there is no need to ask him for anything material. She says that everyone should simply serve the Lord without any motive. Since the Supreme Personality of Godhead is sitting in everyone's heart, he knows everyone's thought, and in due course of time, he will fulfill all desires. Therefore, let us completely depend on the service of the Lord without bothering him with our material request. Hare
Very
Krishna.
good. Thank you very much, Mataji. Wonderful reading. See here, Prabhupada is summarizing. Okay. She says that everyone should simply serve the Lord without any motive. Since the Supreme Person of the Godhead is sitting everyone's heart, he knows, Krishna knows everyone's thoughts. And in due course of the time, he will fulfill the desires. Yeah. Therefore, let us completely dependent on the service of the Lord. Let's focus on the service, without bothering him, our material request. Yeah. That is a summary. So let's move to the next sloka. Next sloka. Okay. Oh, infallible one. Oh, infallible one. Your lotus palm. See here. Here, Lakshmi Devi is talking about his hand, Krishna's hand, or Vishnu's hand. Your lotus palm is a source of all benediction. Everything comes from that. Therefore, your pure devotee, worship it. Okay. And you very mercifully places your hand on their heads. See, what is that Vishnu is doing? He's putting his hand on every pure devotee. I wish that you may also place your hand on my head. See what Lakshmi Devi is telling? I wish you may also place your hand on my head. Although you already bear my instiga of golden specks in our chest, we all know that like Venkateshwara, Vishnu is wearing, okay, Lakshmi Devi has put in his heart, right? I regard this honor as merely a kind of false prestige for me. See, he is considering that, okay, he keeping it is only like a false prestige for me. But actual mercy is you putting your hand on me. See here, what Lakshmi Devi is asking. Lakshmi Devi is asking, put your hand on me, Prabhu. You show your real mercy to your devotees, not to me. Your real mercy you are showing to your real devotees, not to me. Of course, you are the supreme absolute controller, and no one can understand your motives. I don't know why you have not put your hand on me. So only you can understand. That is what is Lakshmi Devi is telling here. See how extreme she is going. Hare Krishna. We all like getting surprised, right? For understanding these translations. Huh? Anybody wants to read this page? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'll read.
Okay, Prabhuji. Please read, Prabhu.
So from the shloka, right?
Yeah, Puppet.
Puppet, okay. In many
Puppet.
places, the Shastras describe the Supreme Personality of Godhead as being more inclined towards his devotees than toward his wife, who always remains on his chest. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.14.15, it is stated, Na tatha me priya atma, atma yonir na sankarha, na cha sankarshana na shririr, naivatma ya cha yatha bhavan. Here Krishna plainly says that his devotees are more dear to him than Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lord Shankarshana, the original cause of creation, the goddess of fortune, or even his own self. Elsewhere in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.9.20, Sukadev Goswami says, Nema mirincho na bhavo, na shririr api anga samastraya, prasadam lebhir gopi, yat tat prapa vimuktidat. The Supreme Lord, who can award liberation to anyone, showed more mercy towards the gopis than to Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, or even the goddess of fortune, who is his own wife, and is associated with his body. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam 10.47.60 also states, Nayam Shriyo Ananga Nu Nitanta Rate Prasadah Swar Yoshitam Nalina Gandha Rucham Kuto Anneha Rasso Prasostave Asya Bhuja Danda Grihita Kanta Labda Ashinam Ya Udgad Vraja Sundarinam. The gopis received benedictions from the Lord that neither Lakshmi Devi nor the most beautiful dancers in the heavenly planets could attain. In the Rasa dance, the Lord showed his favor to the most fortunate gopis by placing his arms on their shoulders and dancing with each of them individually. No one can compare with the gopis who received the causeless mercy of the Lord.
See here, the gopis received the benedictions from the Lord that neither Lakshmi Devi, see here, Lakshmi Devi, okay, or any of the beautiful dancers never got. In Rasa dance, Lord showed his favor to the most fortunate gopis by placing his arms. He has placed his arms on their shoulders, on the gopis, and dancing with each of them individually. It's not like one to many, one to one. No one compare with the gopis. Even Lakshmi Devi is not comparable. That's what here Prabhupada is saying. Who received this causeless mercy of the world. So now let's move on. There is this particular thing, sloka translation, Prabhupada is quite a big, but and it's so much useful information. So, and it's very useful for all of us. So let me read it quickly and understand. Okay, what is Prabhupada is telling here, and what is it we should do? Okay, to get that kind of mercy from Krishna. Okay, so there is a in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a conversation here which has been brought by Prabhupada here to all of us to understand little more on this. Okay, why Lakshmi Devi put put Lord's hand on her head. Okay, so there in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that no one can receive. What is that? No one can receive the real favor of Supreme Person of the Godhead without following the footsteps of gopis. Okay. No one can receive the real favor. It is not possible for all of us to receive the real favor unless we follow the footsteps of gopis. Even the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi, Rama, could not receive the same favor as gopis, although she underwent severe austerities and penances for many years. She did so many austerities for so many years, but she has not. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is discussing this point with, okay, Venkata Bhatta. Okay, Venkata Bhatta in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela it seems. Now let us understand what is that Mahaprabhu is discussing with Venkata Bhatta. The Lord inquired from Venkata Bhatta. He's asking, Lord himself is asking Venkata Bhatta. He's asking this question. This is very, very wonderful conversation. Let us all understand this. Your worshipable goddess of fortune Lakshmi always remains on the chest of Narayana. And she is certainly the most chaste woman in the creation. However, my Lord is Lord Krishna. Coward boy engaged in tending cows. Why is that Lakshmi is being such a chaste wife wants to associate with my Lord? Just to associate with Krishna, Lakshmi is abandoned all transcendental happiness in Vaikuntha for a long time, accepted vows and regulate principle and performed unlimited austerities. See, my God, my Lord is Krishna. Okay, you are worshipable goddess for fortune is you are worshipping Lakshmi. Then why Lakshmi wants to come to Krishna and want to participate in rasa dance? He is asking this question. So now Venkata Bhatta is replying, Lord Krishna and Lord Narayana are one and the same. They are not different, Prabhu, Mahaprabhu, they are same. But the pastimes of Krishna are more relishable. And due to their sportive nature, they are very pleasing for Krishna's Sakhis. They are very pleasing to Krishna Shaktis. They are very pleasing to Krishna Shaktis. Since Krishna and Narayana are both the same personality, huh? Lakshmi's association with Krishna did not break her vows to chastity. Chasticity. That is what he is answering. Rather, it was a great fun that the goddess of fortune wanted to the association of Lord Krishna. The goddess of fortune considered that her vow of charity would not be damaged by relation with Krishna. Rather, by associating with Krishna, she could enjoy the benefits of rasa dance. She wants to enjoy the rasa dance. If she wanted to enjoy herself with Krishna, what is fault is there? There is no difference between Krishna and Vishnu. That is the answer he has given to Mahaprabhu. Okay, why you are joking about this? This is how he answered. Now the conversation is not ended here. Everybody is following this conversation. This is a wonderful conversation we have here. Yeah. Now Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is replying, I know that there is no fault in the goddess of fortune. There is no fault here. But still, she could not enter into the rasa dance. We hear this from the revealed scriptures. She could not enter. She wants to enter, but she could not enter. Why so? Mahaprabhu is asking. This is something very advanced subject, Prabhuji's Matajis. Let us understand very carefully. The authorities of Vedic knowledge met Lord Ramachandra in Dandakaranya, and their penances and austerities. They are all allowed to enter into the rasa dance. See, Ramachandra, they all, like in Dandakaranya, all these, okay, rishis met, but they all becoming gopis. They enter into rasa dance. But can you tell me why the goddess of fortune Lakshmi could not get that opportunity? It is more of a direct question here. Mahaprabhu is asking. Now, Yankada Bhatta is replying, I cannot enter into the mystery of this instant. I am an ordinary living being. My intelligence is very limited, Mahaprabhu, and I am always disturbed. How can I understand the pastimes of Supreme Lord? They are deeper than the million of oceans. They are deeper than millions of oceans. Not one Pacific Ocean, not one Arabic Ocean. They are much, much deeper than the millions of ocean. How can I understand? Now Lord Mahaprabhu is replying here. Okay, you know how he is replying? Lord Krishna has a specific characteristic. What is his characteristic? He's explaining. He attracts everyone's heart. He is attracting everyone's heart by the mellow of his personal conjugative love. Okay, by conjugal love, he is attracting. By following in the footsteps of inhabitants of the planet known as Vrajaloka or Goloka Vrindavana, one can attain the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. One has to be there in Vrajaloka or Goloka Vrindavana. However, the inhabitants of that planet do not know Lord Krishna is the supreme person of the Godhead. But nobody in that Loka, Vrajaloka, knows that he is the supreme person of the Godhead. Unaware that the Krishna is the supreme Lord, the resident of Vrindavana, like Nanda Maharaja, Yashoda Mata, and Gopis lead Krishna is their beloved son or lover. Mother Yashoda accepts him as her son and sometimes binds him to a grinding mortar. Krishna's covert boyfriend thinks that he is an ordinary boy and gets up his shoulders. In Golak Vrindavana, no one has any desire other than the love for Krishna. So, what is the qualification is required here? No one should think that Krishna is the supreme God. Unconditional love is required. Like how Vrindavana, okay, the gopis are treating. That is the highest love here Mahaprabhu is teaching him. So what is the conclusion here? That one cannot associate with Krishna unless he is fully received the favor of the inhabitants of Rajabhumi. Therefore, one here the conclusion. Therefore, if one wants to be delivered by Krishna directly, then he must take the service of the residents of Vrindavana. What is it we have to do? One must take the service of the residents of the Vrindavana. You become servants. Service. Take some services of the residents of Vrindavana. Okay, who are unknowledge devotees of Lord. That is the only way we have to go. You do some services for the Vrajavasis who are sitting in Vrindavana. Then you will get that kind of love. Okay, then you will be allowed to that particular zone. That is the ultimate love is Mahaprabhu is explaining here to Venkata Bhatta. So if somebody thinks that he is the supreme and then I want to worship, that is some level of love. But that love should go beyond to it. Okay, even if Krishna is not supreme, I want to love Krishna. That is that stage. That is even, we can't even think of, imagine without this material, with the very limited devotional service, Prabhuji's Mataji's. This conversation very, very tricky to understand. Yeah. So ultimately, what is that we have to do? What is that we have to do? At some point of time, we have to take the service of the residents of Vrindavana. That is what Prabhupada, Mahaprabhu is explaining here. And then Prabhupada is teaching all of us. Okay. So with that, we have completed one section. What is that section? Section 3 of the prayers of Lakshmi Devi. Okay. So we are moving to the next section. What is the section here? The prayers of Mats. The prayers to Matsyavatara. Matsyavatara by Vaivasvata Manu. Okay, in Ramyaka Varsha. This is what happened over there. That is what we are understanding here. Now, Sukadeva Goswami continued in in Ramyaka Varsha, where Vaivasvata Manu rules the supreme rules. The supreme person of the Godhead appeared in Lord Matsya. He is appeared as Lord Matsya at the end of last era. So Vaivasvata Manu now worship the Lord Matsya in a poor devotional service by following prayers. So let us understand how he is praying now. Okay. I offer my respectable obeisances unto the supreme person of the Godhead. He is offering his respectable obeisances to supreme person of the Godhead, who is in pure transcendence. He is the origin of all life. What? How he is telling? Okay, he is the origin of all life, bodily strength, mental power, and okay, sensory ability, known as Matsyavatara, the gingatic fish incarnation. He appears first among the all the incarnations. Again, I offer my obeisances to him. This is a prayer he is doing. Here, Prabhupada is further explained to all of us. Soon after cosmic creation, okay, the entire universe was okay induated with water. Okay, at that time, Lord Krishna, Keshava, incarnated as a gingatic fish to protect the Veda, to protect Vedas. Okay, he has taken Matsyavatara. Therefore, Manu addressed the Lord Matsya as okay, Mukhyatama. Okay, the first incarnation will appear. Fish are generally considered as a mixture of modes of ignorance and passion. But generally, we think, okay, fish is ignorance and passion. But we must understand that every incarnation of Supreme Person of the Godhead is completely transcendental. There is nothing material over there. Therefore, there is never any okay deterioration of the Supreme Lord's original transcendental quality. Therefore, the word okay Sattavaya is used here, meaning that the pure goddess or transcendental platform. There are many incarnations of Supreme Lord. Okay, there are so many. Okay, we know Matsya, and then Varaha Murti is also coming, and then Kurma Murti that is also coming now. Okay, and then Havigya Murti that is in the form of us, and so on. We should never think that this is very important for all of us, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Sometimes we think that we should never think that any of them is material. They are always situated in the platform Suddha Sattva, even Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, all these things is Suddha Sattva, pure transcendental. That is how we should understand. Okay. Let's move on to the next sloka. Sloka 26. My dear Lord, just as a okay puppeteer controls puppet, how the puppet is controls his dancing doll, okay, and a husband controls his wife. Husband is trying to control wife, or it could be vice versa. A wife is controlling husband, like just as a puppet controlling his dancing doll. Your lordship controls your lordship. Okay, like your lordship controls all the living entities in the universe. What is happening? Your lordship is controlling all the living entities of the universe, such as Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. Although you are the everyone heart, you are in everyone's heart as a supreme witness and commander, and are outside everyone's as well, and everyone as well. You are there inside and you are there outside also. So-called leaders of the society. There are so many leaders of the society, right? They think that, okay, so-called leaders of the society, our communities and countries cannot realize you. They are not in a position to realize you. Only those who hear the vibration of Vedic mantras can appreciate you. So who understand the vibration of the Vedic mantras can actually appreciate you, your strength. That is what here the translation Vyasadeva is telling all of us. Okay, so the Supreme Person of the Godhead, what is this? Antra Bhabhi, present within and without everything. One must overcome the delusion caused by the Lord's external energy. Okay, one must overcome the delusion caused by Lord's external energy and realize that his presence is both externally and internally. So we should think that, okay, don't be get bewildered by his external energy. That is what his Prabhupada is telling here. So he is the external energy and also his internal energy. So his presence both externally, his presence is there in both externally and as well as internally. So here in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is being told here. Okay, what is that Bhagavatam is telling? Kunti Devi is telling here, explain that the Krishna appears in the world as Nato Natyadharo Yatah. Exactly like an actor dressed as a player. In Bhagavad Gita 18.61, Krishna says, Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hrudaye se Jujuna Tishtati. I am sitting in the Hridaya. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart. That is what is Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita. At the sloka of 18.61. O Arjuna, the Lord is situated within everyone's heart and outside as well. Okay. So within the heart, he is a super soul. The incarnation who acts as an advisor and witness. Yet although God is residing in within heart, foolish people say that I cannot see God. Please show him God. See, this is what is happening. Foolish people show him the God. Show me the God. Actually, where is God? God is within our heart. That is what is Prabhupada is saying here. Everyone is under control of Supreme Person of the Godhead. Exactly like a dancing doll is controlling, okay, puppet, or a woman controlling by her husband, or vice versa. Okay, wife is controlling the husband. Woman is compared to a doll. Her husband is compared as a doll because she has no independence. She should always be controlled by a man or woman. Still, due to a false prestige, a class of women or men want to remain independent. We want to be independent, right? Okay, from wife. Our wife think that I want to be independent from husband. What to speak of a woman? All the living entities, okay, female, and therefore every living entity is female only. We already learned that, and therefore dependent on the supreme personality of Supreme Lord. And as Krishna himself explains in Bhagavad Gita, okay, apare yu mimitastya nyam prakritim viddime param. The living entity is never independent. It's always dependent. Under all circumstances, he is dependent on the mercy of Lord. The Lord creates the social divisions of human society: Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras. And at times that they follow the rules of regulation suited to their particular position. Depending upon my position, they follow those rules. In this way, and they follow the dharma. In this way, all members of society remain always under the supreme control. Still, some people foolishly deny that existence of God. Even though this much we have, some foolish people deny that there is no God. Where is God? Okay. Self-realization means to understand one's subordinate position in relation to the Lord. So when one is thus enlightened, he surrenders to the Supreme Personality of the Godhead and is liberated from the clutches of material energy. So in other words, unless one surrenders to the lotus feet of Lord, the material energy is the many varieties to continue control him. See, you surrender to Krishna or Maya take your control. Okay. So you are not surrendered to Krishna. You are not getting under control of Krishna. Indirectly, you are control of Maya. That is what is here Prabhupada is telling. Whether you are control of Krishna or you are control of Maya, ultimately you are control of Krishna. You decide. That is what is Prabhupada is telling. No one in this material can deny that he is under control. The Supreme Lord Narayana Okay, who is beyond this material existence, controls everyone. So whether you want to controlled by Krishna or you want to controlled by Maya, you decide. We decide. Okay. The following Vedic mantra confirms this point. What is that? Ekoha vai Narayana. Okay, Asit. Foolish person like Narayana to be in the platform of ordinary material existence because they do not realize the natural constitutional position of living entity. The one body do not know the constituency of living entity. They control names like they conquered names like, oh, they feel like Daridra Narayana came, so let me offer some food. Okay, I offer to Daridra Narayana, it seems some people call. They conquered names like Daridra Narayana, Swami Narayana, or Mitra Narayana. However, Narayana is actually the supreme controller of everyone. This is understanding of self-realization. So you yourself serving some prasadam to Daridra Narayana, that is nonsense, Prabhupada is telling here. Okay, let's move on. Now the time is 10:30. Okay, 8:37. So I am already crossed the time. We are at the sloka 27. We have good number of slokas to 34. I think we have no 39. So I think it is worth to take another session so that we go very nicely. Yeah, we have gone only till here.
Sure, Prabhuji. I think we can continue for 10 more minutes and then stop.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji. So I'll continue 10 more minutes and then we'll stop.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
thanks,
take this shloka and then we
okay,
can.
Prabhu. Yeah, 30 we will go and then the remaining slokas someone else can take. There is no need to rush because all these slokas are very, very wonderful, nectarious. O my Lord, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you who have assumed the form of tortoise. Oh, sorry. Did I jump it here? I think I jumped it here. 1 second. Just give me a second. This is what we have started Matsya, and then this is what we understood, and this is what we understood. Yeah, all nothing is everything is transcendental. We understood, and then okay, no one is material world. Okay, everybody is under control. Here we understood Daridra Narayana. Just now we understood. Now we're moving to 27th sloka. My Lord, from the great leaders of the universe, such as the Lord Brahma and other demigods, okay, down to political leaders. See what is here Vasudev is telling, from the great leaders of the universe, forget about our Indian leaders or these world leaders, great leaders of the universe such as Lord Brahma and other demigods, down to the political leaders of this world, all are envious of your authority. All are envious of your authority, it seems. Without your help, however, they could neither separately nor constantly maintain the innumerable living entities within this universe. Who is maintaining this world? So we think Brahma is maintaining, Lord Shiva is maintaining. But without the energy of Krishna, how can they maintain? That is what here he is doing the prayer. See, these prayers are very, very important, very, very in depth. See how these great devotees are saying, nobody can do anything, including from Lord Brahma. Okay, Lord Brahma, nobody can do anything without your intervention. That is what they are saying. So these prayers should humble us. Yeah. So they could neither separately nor constantly maintain the renewable living entities. They are not in a position to maintain these all living entities within the universe. You are actually the one maintainer. You are the ultimate maintainer of all human beings, of animals like cows and asses and plants, okay, and the reptiles, birds, mountains, and whatever else, is visible within this material world. Whatever you are seeing is ultimately maintained by Krishna. That is what is this prayer is. You see, every prayer is so strong. Huh? Yes or no? So let's understand this purport quickly. It is fashionable. It is so fashionable, it seems, for these materialistic persons like me to compete with the power of God. It is very easy. Me thinking like I'm competing. Yeah, when so-called scientists, okay, so-called scientists try to manufacture living entities in their laboratories. Some of them creating, no, in their laboratories. Their only purpose is to defy the talent and ability of Supreme Person of the Godhead. This is called illusion. What they are doing in these labs are illusion. It exists even the higher planetary system. Okay, where the great demigods like Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and others reside. In this world, everyone is puffed. In this world, everyone is puffed up with a false prestige, despite the failure of all his endeavors. When so-called philanthropists, okay, what is it they are doing? Who supportedly want to help the poor? It seems they are helping poor. Okay, are approached by the members of Krishna conscious movement. They are approaching the members of Krishna conscious movement, and they say, "You are simply wasting time." It seems sometimes they come and tell us, Krishna conscious people, what is that they say? You are simply wasting of your time. While I am feeding vast masses of starving people, I am finding some research, I am finding a new seeds, and that is going to crop some 50K, okay, 50 tons or 60 tons or 70 tons. Okay, so I am feeding the vast masses and starving people. Unfortunately, they may say that. Unfortunately, their major efforts, either singly or together, do not solve any problems. Whether they are doing singly or collectively they are doing it, it doesn't help. Prabhupada is confirming that. Sometimes so-called Swamis, okay, we are seeing these days, Swamis, that Swami, this Swami is coming, we'll say, are very eagerly to feed poor people. They offer Anna Santarpana. Yeah, we have seen, no, thinking them to be, they are serving Daridra Narayana. Huh? The Lord incarnation as a beggar. His Lord incarnation is also, he is coming as a beggar also. No, that's a completely bullshit Prabhupada is explaining here. They prefer to serve the manufactured Daridra Narayana than the original. They are serving manufactured Daridra Narayana, not original Supreme Narayana. They say, don't encourage service to Lord. Okay, they say, it seems they say, don't encourage to serve actual Lord Narayana. Who is there? Vigraha in temple. No, it is better to serve the starving people in the world. Unfortunately, such materialist people, either singly or combined in the form of United Nations, cannot fulfill their plans. The truth is that actual truth Prabhupada is telling here. Many millions of humans, beings, animals, birds, and trees, indeed, all are living entities. Who are those? All are living entities. Are maintained solely by Supreme Person of the Godhead. Yoko, Yoko, Bohan, Yoko, Boham Nam, Yeho Bahunam Yo, okay, Vidata, Vidadati Kaman. One person, the Supreme Lord, is supplying the necessities of life of all other living entities. Who is giving rains, Prabhuji? Who is giving water? Who is giving heat? Who is giving all these things? So, to challenge the authority of Narayana, the Supreme Person of the Godhead, is the business of Asura. Okay. Yet sometimes Suras or the devotees also bewildered by the illusion energy or falsely claims to be the maintainer of the entire. Sometimes devotees are getting impression saying that we are maintaining it seems. But such incidents are described in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, where Sukadeva Goswami tells how Lord Brahma and King Indra become puffed and eventually chastised by Krishna. So ultimately, what is that we get to know? So again, Krishna comes and explains, saying that Baba, you are not feeding, I am feeding. So Lord Brahma also chastised. Okay, Lord Indra also. Indra, not Lord Indra, Indra also chastised because what mistakes he has done. So when we are going in the path, devotees will come in our life and they will tell. So who is the ultimate maintainer? Is Krishna. Sometimes we think we are the maintainer, but are we maintainer? Okay, you are just doing just like a puppet, not more than that. That is what Prabhupada is explaining. Yeah, we just need to think. We need to think. You are going office. Who gave the energy? Okay, you're talking. Who gave the energy? Okay, how did you got the energy? By eating food. Okay, who has given that food? Water, heat. Who is giving that? When you put all these questions, no, you will come to know that again everything is given by Krishna. It's very simple. Understand? Okay. So I think we can stop here at the 27th sloka. Prabhuji. Okay.
Sure, Prabhuji, we can stop here. It is 8:45. So we'll
Oh.
continue next time then.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji. Okay. So you can mark it, Prabhu. 28 to 30, 39, 11 slokas.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay, some of them have nice purports, some of them has only translations, Prabhu. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody has any questions, please, you can ask now. And thank you, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class. You have very well explained all the details. Thank you so much.
Prabhuji, I just read the purport, Prabhu. I don't have a better English. I don't have a better grammar, apart from what Prabhupada has explained, Prabhu. I 100% believe I don't have any intelligence. Okay, that is the reason I always try to read Prabhupada purpose here and there, try to explain. That's all. I don't have any better English, not even 0.001%. Even I try to do, I will utterly fail.
But
Okay.
but you have one good quality to read everything, put it in nice slide document, nicely divided those, each Prabhupada purport, whatever you got connected, nicely presented. So what is that called, Prabhu? That is nice preparation, right? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Very good.
That is just the mercy, Prabhu, my mercy of Vaishnavas, Prabhu. Nothing. It is basically, I sometimes feel, Prabhu, like why I am not reading Bhagavatam every day, Prabhu. So it's my bad, Prabhu. I'm not reading Bhagavatam every day. It is just my bad.
Join VRC club, Veda reading club, whenever you can.
Yes, Prabhu. I will try to do
Our
that.
reading club, Prabhu.
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Nice, Prabhu. Thank you so much, and nicely added discussion.
Yeah, a few days back, Santosh Aditya put a message. I
Source
really liked
of
that message. Yeah.
yeah, our source of talk and our understandings based on our Parampara Acharya and founder Acharya Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada.
We
That's all.
cannot cross over or we can add our own interpretations. No way. Just present as it is what Srila Prabhupada has given us. Just put our own realizations within those jurisdiction of thoughts. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for your
Dandavat
comments,
Pranam.
Prabhu.